What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on Show Me Movies. My name is Josh Fan, and what you just saw was a teaser trailer to Damien Leone's Terrifier 3, which is set to release here in October of 2024. Now, this is pretty early on in the steps towards releasing a movie to be getting a teaser trailer, but I'm glad that they did it around this time because it's already been a year since Terrifier 2 came out, and that movie was such a huge hit, not just among Terrifier fans and horror fans, but casual moviegoers really enjoyed the Terrifier movie, and I think a lot of them were just kind of waiting around, like, when's the next Terrifier thing going to come out? Like, when are we going to hear more about this? And so Damien Leone just dropped that teaser trailer for everybody for Terrifier 3, and I think it got a lot of people excited for next year when this movie's supposed to come out. We still have a long road until we actually get Terrifier 3 released in theaters, but it's just nice to see something, to hear from the creators of Terrifier, and they're trying to build up excitement for this movie, and I'm sure this is far from the last teaser that we're going to get, and of course we still have to wait for the official trailer for Terrifier 3. Nonetheless, this is a very solid teaser for the Terrifier 3 movie. It doesn't reveal too much, but it packs a lot into a small teaser. First of all, it tells us when this movie is going to take place. It's going to take place around Christmas time. And my initial reaction to that, I love it. I think it's awesome that they're going to have Art the Clown incorporated into Christmas time. The last couple Terrifier movies have taken place on Halloween, and that's a great. Everyone loves a good Halloween slasher movie, but, we've gotten that for 2 movies now. And I think seasonal horror movies are starting to make a little bit of a surge as of recently. We got Silent Night last year, which was a really solid movie, and then Thanksgiving most recently, and that actually turned out to be a pretty solid movie as well. I also love the fact that they're making this a Christmas movie because you can just do so many different things with Art the Clown. We've seen Art the Clown before dress up in some different things and take on many different forms. And now we get to see him take on the form of Santa Claus and, invade someone's home dressed as Santa Claus before he reveals the fact that he's a killer clown. I just think that's going to be so awesome for this movie. It's something different. It's something unique. And the first Terrifier, going all the way back to that, there was not much of a storyline to that movie. There wasn't much of a background to Art the Clown's character or anything like that. It was just showing off the character of Art the Clown, and it was kind of a showcase of, hey, this guy could be one of the great horror icons. Here's what he can do. Here's a bunch of gore and all that stuff. And it was fun. Terrifier 1 was a fun movie. And then the second one, we got a little bit more of a storyline. We got a little bit more background on Art the Clown's character. They revealed a little bit more about him. It was just overall a much better movie than the first one. And even Terrifier 2 was a relatively low budget movie, despite the first one being somewhat successful. It kind of outperformed what it was expected to be. But then Terrifier 2 just absolutely hit it out of the park. It was re-released in theaters several times. They made bank off of that movie. This teaser alone makes me feel that way. It has me absolutely pumped for this movie. And getting more into detail about this teaser, of course, you have the little girl who wakes up in the middle of the night, presumably on Christmas Eve or early Christmas morning. She gets up, she goes downstairs, sees Art the Clown dressed as Santa Claus, putting presents under the tree, yells Santa because she thinks it's Santa, and then you see Art the Clown's face revealed, and he pulls up an axe. And then shortly after that, it shows Art the Clown sitting in a chair, eating milk and cookies, and then he's surrounded by blood on the walls. And one can only infer that Art the Clown kills the little girl. I mean, it seems like that's what's implied in the teaser, and I think that's awesome because one of my favorite things about the Terrifier movies is they know no bounds. They're not afraid to do some crazy stuff. We've already seen Art the Clown's character kill children in the past. He obviously tried to hurt the younger brother in Terrifier 2, and he was, a kid. And then even going back to All Hallows Eve, which was basically a trial run of Art the Clown's character years ago, he killed kids in that movie. So that is not unheard of for Art the Clown. I'm pretty sure that is what this teaser is implying, is that he kills a little girl who thinks he is Santa Claus, and I just think that's awesome. It's hilarious. So yeah, I expect Terrifier 3 to be just as gory, if not more, than the past two that we've gotten, and honestly, I'm not sure why anyone would be surprised by that. And then my final takeaway after watching this teaser, and something that I really appreciate, even after the fact that the Terrifier franchise is getting a third movie, they're keeping the same cinematography, the same shooting style that they used for Terrifiers 1 and 2. It's a very eerie look. It's got a little bit of fuzziness to it, and it really reminds you of like that 80s horror, that classic 80s horror. And I'm really glad they kept that even for Terrifier 3, even as the budget has went up for these movies. They've kind of kept the cinematography that a lot of people loved about Terrifiers 1 and 2. And it's nostalgic. It gives you that creep factor that you just don't get with a lot of newer horror movies nowadays. And then you have that Christmas theme added in, and it's just perfect. It's awesome. So yeah, guys, those are my takeaways from the Terrifier 3 teaser that we had released to us. But I want to hear from you guys. Are you as excited as I am for Terrifier 3 next year? Let me know down in the comments below. But with all that being said, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be up to date on all the latest movie reviews, countdowns, rankings, everything. But with all that being said, we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.